If we refer to the European Working Conditions Survey, in which we ask workers about their working conditions, we ask how often people are exposed to a number of situations at work, and one of those situations is high temperatures which make them perspire even when they are not working. So this is our way of asking in a simple way if people are exposed to high temperatures. So the options for answering this question are from never or almost never to all or almost all the time, and this question has been there since 1995, which allows us to keep track of the trends in the replies to it. If we look at the workforce as a whole in the European Union, what we can see is that the share of workers who are exposed to high temperatures all or almost all of the time, we see that that share has been pretty much stable over the years. So we are talking about 5% of the workforce, which is roughly corresponds to 10 million workers. But what is interesting to note is that there's another group of workers who are exposed to high temperatures as well, a significant part of the time, but not all of the time. And here we saw a big increase since 1995. In 1995, we are talking about 13% of the workforce, and in 2024, this increased to 21%. So as we can see, there's a kind of a slow but steady increase over the years, possibly the consequence of climate change and the increase in the frequency and duration of hot days and heat waves in the European Union. So to understand which sectors and occupations are most impacted by heat exposure, it's useful to distinguish those workers who tend to spend more time working outdoors from those who spend more time indoors. People working in agriculture, forestry, fisheries, or also people working in public spaces or road maintenance and repairs, construction, workers in mining and quarrying, in transport, in postal services, waste collection, etc. Emergency workers such as firefighters, police officers, emergency medical staff or rescue workers are more and more exposed to high temperatures as well. If we then think about indoor workers, we have to think about those people working in poorly cooled buildings, for instance, or those working in cabin-operated machines, for instance, cranes in construction, but also people in settings with high industrial heat production, and also those who have to carry out heavy physical work or use protective equipment. Office workers are to some extent also exposed to this, because if the temperatures rise outside of the offices, we have to create the conditions that inside, that in the offices where people are working, they have the right temperatures to perform.